Solid ground materializes beneath your feet. Your weight falls back into your body all at once, and bright sunlight stings your eyes. As your eyes adjust, you realize you're still aboard the Lady Vengeance. A gust of fresh sea air caresses you, and warm sunshine prickles your skin.
One moment, please.
Malady explodes in a fit of retching that racks her body. At last, she sneezes and expels a glob of something shiny and silver onto the deck.
Better. Let's not do that again anytime soon, Well, we needed to escape, didn't we? So I took us the one place I was quite certain Dallas couldn't follow. I suppose you recognized the Hall of Echoes from those visions you'd had before. Realm of the dead, realm of divinity. I do hope you learned something useful on our little field trip. Desperate how? I see. So, your god seemed uncharacteristically frightened, told you the void was coming, and that only you could ascend to divinity, after which you felt a cold deep within you. Well then, it sounds like you need to ascend, doesn't it? And quickly.
She inspects her fingernails with great attention, then looks up at you from under an arched eyebrow.
Did they mention how you were meant to become the next divine? Well, luckily for you, Mama Malady is here to help. We already know you can bless, but as far as I know, you can neither see source nor take it as you see fit. I may not know much about divinity, but I do know that any godwoken worth their salt will know how to perform all these oh-so-fantastic feats. You need to go see the Meister. She's got one of those things in Driftwood, you know, the building where people go and they do things inside of it. A home, that's it. She's got a home in Driftwood. Give me your map. There you are. Tell her I sent you and she'll handle the rest. You're at the beginning of a long journey, Godwoken. Long, but exceedingly interesting. Now, I must be going, and so must you. Shopping. Why, our faithful little sloop, of course. We can all ride together. Won't that be terribly fun? Before you go, if I'm not back by the time you find out where our journey takes us next, you can call me back here. Tell the ship. She'll know how to summon me. And in the unlikely case you don't manage to do whatever it is you'll need to do to become what you need to become, you could call me. But I would be grateful if it doesn't come to that.
Hey, before we dash off into the wild world yonder, I should mention, Malady and I had a talk on the way here. Oh, you know, this and that. And she mentioned that the thing in my head is probably a demon. Told me there's a fella not so far from where we're headed who might be able to help me with it too. I know, it's great, exciting, terrifying. A heady mixture of all three that makes my stomach feel like it's in a vice. We better get a move on. You've got your business to handle, and now I've got mine.
It's rather impressive that a place named Reaper's Coast is even less cheerful than it sounds. Then again, I suppose desolate, boring, and covered in fish heads coast doesn't quite roll off the tongue. Still, here we are. I trust I needn't remind you about our agreement. Yes. I feared you may have been thinking about cheese or murder or some other organic hobby. Listen closely. It is vitally important that I gain access to the Magister's cave excavation in the nearby Black Pits. Since my emancipation, I have sought clues of what happened to my people. In those caves, I may find answers. There are reports Magisters have been hauling mysterious ancient artifacts from the ground. I suspect it to be an eternal site. And if even the clucking roosters of the Divine Order can find eternal artifacts, imagine what else must lie there. Well, I would hardly have to break in if I knew that, would I? There may be tablets detailing the history I've missed. Useful relics or ruins showing signs of destruction. Just any hint to help me make sense of it all. In a sense, the lady, or the goddess, Armadia, as you know her, told me the Eternals were wiped out in a war with our king. But wars leave scars, ruins, weapons, bodies, a story writ large across the landscape. I have not read that story, and until I have seen it for myself, I still hold out hope. But of course, please, carry on, O dedicated leader.
Oh, you catch me during a meditative moment. Gods, voids, a perilous journey through the Hall of Echoes. One wonders whether one is awake or dreaming. In that case, it's high time we return to the order of the day, which in my case is still the domain of dreams, of course. Bramos the Wanderer told me to meet him in Driftwood. So, to Driftwood we must go. I can only hope it will be a town of opulence and plenitude, despite its rather discouraging name.
Hello again. That's twice now you've saved my skin. And I think it's time to start repaying the favours. I could fetch some stuff you need, maybe. Ma always said I was a great runner.
You can put a price on the warriors I have for hire, but you can't put a price on the glory they'll win.
Up to you. You know where I am if you think of anything.
She's something, all right. I question Siva's trust in her, but Malady's usefulness is self-evident. As Lucian said, you will be eternally gifted when you act in my name. Paradise awaits, my friend. Not an actual paradise, of course. I don't think there's such a place in all of Rivellon. Paradise Downs. My parents still sow the soil there, and if the Order hadn't called me to its ranks, I'd still call their farm my home. I miss it. I miss them. They've been forever understanding of my duty. But I admit, I've been neglectful. I have some wrongs to right. I expect Malady has an answer to that. It seems she's got it all in hand.
I've plenty of fighters for hire. Oh, I see.
Reaper's Coast
lies nearby. When you are ready to sail elsewhere, I shall bring you there. The wood of the sacred ancestor trees has long been covered. I am different. I think so Friedemann used source magic to keep me alive when I was an ancestor. Here.
That void won't have someone in its claws.
Worms take you.
A Magister caravan. I remember one just like this picking me up. Could have been a shipment to Fort Joy. But what happened here?
No! Can't be real. Not real. Not happening. No, it's not true. Can't be true.
White as driftwood salt, the dwarf flinches at your approach, yet she holds a short, clean blade aloft. Her
Back! Get back! I'll kill you, just like the rest of them.
She slumps, all bravado draining from her.
No. I've never seen anything like those beasts before. Are they gone? Those? Yes. Worst ones I've ever seen. Ripped through the Magisters. The dwarves. Dead. And the sorcerers. Gone.
Her eyes stare vacantly into the distance, glassy as marbles. It's not...
I don't know. Old Duna's beard. Lohar. My boss Lohar will want to know what happened to them, but I can't remember. They're helping sorcerers. We thought we could help them against the Magisters, but...
She flinches at the slightest rustle of wind through the long grass. Terror in her eyes, she stumbles away from you.
Nice. That doesn't sound
Look
promising,
here,
does it?
Makes my bones itch. Come on. Come on!
The little boy lobs a stone across the river. It makes a long arc before plunging into the water below.
Oh, Ma! Are you all right? Ma! Huh? Oh, please, you have to help her. There was a fight. Some dwarves attacked some magisters and there were sorcerers too. And then the bugs came, those void things. They killed everyone. And my ma got 'em to chase her. And she went across the bridge. And then she raised the bridge and she told me to run. And now she's stuck over there with them. Not without Ma. Family doesn't just leave each other. You will. Maybe you can cross the river then. Ma lifted the bridge, but there's got to be another way, right? What should I do? Oh, I know.
His gaze shoots to the ground. He grabs a small flat pebble and chucks it across the river.
I'll keep distracting him. No way! Ma didn't leave me. I'm not leaving her.
He performs a divine order salute.
Now go out, Ma! Looky here, Bumps.
They're at the back door now. 2 arms. than water down here. I wonder where it leads.
Did you really kill that void? Quick, get in! And who are you? Oh, never mind, no time. Hurry on in and gear up. There's a void woken right out the front door. Varin? He's still out there? Damn it, I told him to go back into town. We gotta do this fast. Let's get those bugs out of here. You in?
She snorts and tosses a grenade from palm to palm with ease.
I could turn an anthill into a crater from a quarter of a mile off. With both of us geared to the teeth, we'll make short work of these beasties. You ready or not? I'm retired Divine Order, you know. I ain't scared of a fight. You step out that door, I'm coming after you. You'll be glad I do. You can hang your hat on that. I got all the fixings here for every kind of bomb, grenade, missile and shell you can imagine. Make what you want and then let's go! I got a
This again? Lucky find.
Ready, set, squash!
To none.
Bugger got me. Oh, pretty good. There you are, my good-looking lad.
Ma!
Let me get a good look at you. You're okay?
Of course I am, Ma. Are you?
Fit as a fiddle. And twice the size.
And the house?
She'll be... And how's my little spider monkey doing? Safe and sound?
Spider monkey? You mean dragon?
come here, you.
Mother and son fall into a tight embrace. One tear rolls down Mari's nose, falls on the black stubble on Barin's head. She strokes the wet drop away, smiling. Mari seems oblivious to you. Her eyes are closed, her lips turned in a serene smile as she
My boy, my good boy.
Hey, wait, one sec. Ma, this is my friend. Friend, this is Ma. Ma made it back. See? She's here. Thank the gods.
Thank the gods. Oh, thank the mum. And our friend here too. I know a good arm when I see one. I'll tell my cousin Ryman what you did. He's real high up in the order and he's visiting Driftwood as we speak. Could be he has some good work for you. Reckon there's space for us in the Magister's barracks. Ryman ought not to turn down his own cousin. Some dwarves, locals, attacked a Magister caravan. Must have been sorcerers inside. Voidwoken must have sensed them. Came in formation like a proper battalion. Never seen anything like it.
Mari looks to Barin and flexes. He does the same back at her.
Luck wishes. We're off into town. Best of luck to you, mate. And come say hi if you make your way inside.
What's this? I found something. I've spotted something. I've spotted something.
Look who's come to join the party.
The dead here stir.
Oh, but you do get around, don't you? Well, I certainly know you. I was captive on the Lady Vengeance before you arrived. I'm most glad that chapter has ended. Malady has been most kind to keep me on board in exchange for my special talents.
He takes a satisfied sniff and rubs his hands together. His lips stretch into a mischievous smirk.
When it comes to graveyards, I'm a kid in a candy shop. All sorts of goodies and gewgaws for the taking. And a bit of rousing conversation. If you know what to dig, that is. Ah, it's a quandary, you see. I'm not exactly welcome in the Stone Garden. The servants that tend the graves, well, their master, this Riker fellow, caught me nosing around, so he had them chase me off. The spirits within are particularly feisty as well. Can't say why. I'm as gentle as can be. Alas, I'm stuck sniffing out herbs and fungi on the outskirts.
He presses a forefinger against his chin and hums.
This is when having access to a godwoken might come in handy. You see, beyond the gates there's something that my heart, such as it is set on. Well, that's the gold-plated question it is. I dare say you'll enjoy this story. Somewhere in this graveyard lies an object of tremendous power. Also, that belonged to a family buried near here, the Surreys. I've been reading up on them. An ancient clan of eccentrics and oddballs. Old Joanna was the last. The poor dear. Had no money, no children, just this incredible heirloom passed down to her through the generations. Problem is, no one knows what this object is. Only that it's an astounding piece of work. Seems Joanna took its secrets to her grave. Rather literally.
His coy grin freezes.
I can recite each page from memory, but I've neither the time nor the inclination.
Tarquin sighs and his lips unfreeze. For a moment he looks almost modest.
It pains me to say, but you've talents in the adventuring department that I do not. This heirloom could prove valuable for both of us. Beautiful. The Surrey tomb must be somewhere nearby. And whatever that object is in there, I bet it's impressive.
He looks toward the graveyard.
I do wish I could wander inside. It would be nice to look up some old friends. See if they're in good spirits.